Hi everybody, Cameron Martel with Watches You Can Afford, and I'm back this time talking about the Mido Commander II, in this case the champagne and gold combination. This has the champagne gold dial, the gold PVD steel bracelet, everything's gold really on this one. Now this one's powered by the ETA 28362 automatic movement, which has 38 hours of power reserve, 25 joules. It hacks and it beats at 28,800 beats per hour to give the second hand that nice smooth sweeping effect. Now, this one's for sale. You can find it on Certified Watch Store for $585. You'll find it on places like Amazon in around the $700 range. And of course, the MSRP on this one is just north of $1,000. Now, is this Mido Commander a good option for the money? Not only that, is it a long-term option for the money? And I'm asking in particular because, as we can see, this one has the gold PVD treatment on that stainless steel case. And I wonder, how does that hold up? Well, let's talk about that, and let's find out. The Commander's got a lot going for it, but the two that really stand out to me are the Sunburst Champagne Gold Dial and the Crystal. Now, that Sunburst dial is spectacular looking. I always like a Sunburst dial, and I love it here. But the Sapphire Crystal is monumental. It's huge, and it really brings the eye to the dial, and I love that. The Commander is the dressier line from Mido, and it certainly looks the part. It is a well-styled watch with no one part really screaming out at you. The whole watch comes together. Now, of course, the elephant in the room here being the fact that this thing is gold and with a Sunburst dial, champagne gold no less. So this thing really does scream off the wrist. So yeah, it's dressy and it's not super overstyled. It's gold, and it's gold. The downside to the gold PVD is this. As you saw the intro to the video, whenever I handle a watch, I'm wearing gloves, especially if I don't own the watch. So you can imagine my surprise when I'm finding all sorts of little scratches all over the bracelet, just from a photo shoot, while I'm wearing gloves no less. So that really tells me that that's going to be an issue long term, and it's compounded by the fact that the bracelet and lugs are integrated with each other. The consequence of having an integrated lug and bracelet combination like this is that when you need to replace it, and you're going to need to replace it because we know how easily that the bracelet scratches, you have to get it from Mido. Your third-party options are super limited. There's certainly not a lot out there. And it's a gold watch, which means that you can't just go out and get another gold third-party bracelet because... Anyway, no, you have to get OEM, and it's going to be expensive. So that's a big drawback for me. Now, I don't wear gold watches for, well, I mean, look at this picture. It's pretty obvious why I don't wear gold watches. Now, taking the color out of the equation, the size is nice, 40 millimeters is perfect. It fits comfortably, the bracelet's high quality, it's got a great feel to it. The deployant clasp doesn't open accidentally by all rights. It's an excellent wearing, comfortable watch. Heavy, not too heavy, just right. I find that the Commander wears a little bit bigger than the 40 millimeters would suggest, thanks in no small part to that massive Sapphire Crystal. It really does protrude from the dial a fair amount. I mean, it's almost a millimeter, I think, maybe even actually a millimeter. So the point is it adds this depth to the watch that you don't really anticipate when you're looking at it, certainly in photos, but when you've got it on your wrist, that extra height makes all the difference. I'd like to thank Certified Watch Store for providing this Commander for my review. I've had it for a couple of weeks, and as you can see here, I've certainly had plenty of hands-on experience with it. It's hard to recommend this version of the Commander, but I do recommend the Commander. I like the movement. I think it's fantastic looking. I probably would get it with leather, and I certainly would avoid the gold. What are your thoughts? What do you think of the Commander II? Do you love it in gold? Let me know in the comments below, and of course, check the full review on WatchesYouCanAfford.com.